Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to the Slang of Ages podcast. I'm your host, Preston Frazier. And on this episode, which will be season 4, episode number 4, we're going to talk about Stevie Wonder's album, Talking Book. And this is my favorite Stevie Wonder album, which is kind of hard to pick since he has 26 albums and a whole bunch of really fantastic singles from his albums. Talking Book was released in 1972, was recorded by Robert McAuliffe and Malcolm Cecil. They were the co-producers. But most of the instrumental work was actually done by Wonder himself. He used his ARP synthesizer, a Moog bass. Of course, he used a Fender Rhodes piano, and he used the clavinet, which produced a really fantastic feel for the song Superstition, which was one of the top 10 hits of the top 10 hits of the album. Actually, number one hit of the album. Really can't forget the song, of course, You Are the Sunshine of My Life, which was the first single, also a number one hit, and a song which Wonder unusually included a lead vocalist, male lead vocalist, and a female lead vocalist on the first and second verse of the songs that he took the rest of the vocals. Again, the musicianship, mostly by Wonder, is incredible, but there were a few special guests on this album, including David Sanborn and Jeff Beck and Buzz Fenton on guitar. So I highly encourage you, if you haven't heard Talking Book in a while, and I know you've heard the songs from Talking Book, dig that album up and listen to it. And then write me your comments about what you think your favorite Stevie Wonder album is. There's so many, again, great albums that was kind of hard to pick which one of Stevie's albums I wanted to do. But I knew in this series that his albums would eventually be covered, and I may cover 2 more as well. So that is it for episode 4, season 4 of the Slang of Ages podcast. Go to Apple Podcasts or to Stitcher or any other podcatcher and find episode 4, season 4 of Stevie Wonder, which includes Stevie Wonder's Talking Book. And then make sure you subscribe and also rate it on those services and rate it here on YouTube as well. The more ratings I get, the more hopefully listeners I get. And I'll be back in 2 weeks with another new episode of the Slang of Ages podcast. But I'm also going to spend some time on YouTube sharing other interviews and other videos I've done over the past several years. So some of these were intended to be just audio. Some are audio and video. So you'll be seeing those pop up occasionally. And of course, you can check out my site, slangofages.com, for all the writing I've been doing for Something Else reviews, as well as all new music reviews and my series that I've done for years on Toto, Yes, and Steely Dan. So please check it out, and I'll see you soon. And thank you for checking this out. Take care.